And we know football's back. We are the official flagship station of the Bengals. Today marks the start of training camp. We have live coverage all evening long. Thanks for sticking around with us at 4:30. I'm Trisha Mackey. We're going to send things straight over to Sports Director Joe D, continuing our live coverage at the stadium. Joe, he took a lot of questions there at the podium. Joe Burrow hasn't decided if he's going to keep that blonde hair, though, yet.
I think he should. It's been such a talker here at Paycor Stadium. I think he should keep it for a long time. So I'm going to show you Zac Taylor right here. The Bengals head coach is one of the last people to come off the field. He's signing some autographs. He's taking some pictures with some of the fans who have been waiting all day long for the players to come off the field. And they're getting rewarded right now with Zac Taylor taking some pictures with that young man. He's also signing some autographs. You know what's funny, Trish? I asked Zac earlier about the haircut, and I said, have you ever dyed your hair blonde? He said, I've had the same haircut for 41 years. Then we asked him if he liked the look. He said, if it's good with Joe, it's good with me, which I thought was a great answer. Okay, so a lot of talk here in Cincinnati, as you keep checking out Zac Taylor signing the autographs, about a faster start this season. Well, this is part of that fast start, training camp and getting ready for the season. I asked Zac Taylor if that's part of the conversation here for the Bengals to get off to a faster start this season.
That's not something we really talk about. I think questions get thrown at us that way because we haven't won that first game and we've started slow with the record. But our process has got to remain our process. We have to make sure that our guys are practicing the right way and our team is gelling so that when it comes time to play the New England Patriots, we're ready to put our best foot forward. And so, again, it's not, hey, let's start fast. We have so much more work to do before we get to that point and have those conversations. Those guys understand it. It's time to work, and they're excited to do it.
Okay, so back live here at the stadium. We'll give you one more look at Zac Taylor finishing up his autographs. He's doing some fist bumps. He's meeting with the little kids right now, taking some pictures. Pretty cool for the Bengals head coach. One of the last people coming off the field to stop, hang out with these kids. You can see kids are still running over, trying to get that autograph, trying to get that picture with the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. And this guy right here, by the way, he got a glove of one of the players. You also got a headband of one of the wide receivers. So if you come down here for training camp, not only will you see football, you get stuff. You get gloves, you get headbands. I think he got somebody's arm sleeve right here. That's kind of wet. I'm going to let you guys hold on to that. So you guys got some autographs too. Good times here. Day one of training camp as Zac Taylor finishes up here with the fans. Trisha, we'll go back.
You know, I think your best chance is bringing a kid down there with you because, I mean, the athletes just don't stop they just stop for the kids. Who is your pick this year? Because I have asked you this the same time last year. If you want to get an autograph or an arm sleeve or a headband or something like that, who do you think is the best shot?
Okay, so everybody here, when you ask them, Trisha, they want Joe Burrow, they want Jamar Chase, they want T. Higgins. Those guys are in very high demand. They don't stop very often. We get it. They're celebrities down here. The one guy who comes down here and signs for several minutes after every practice, he's become a fan favorite, Andre Yoshivas. In fact, I just put a video, Trisha, up on Twitter of Andre with this huge group behind him. Plus, he's got the great nickname that kids can yell out Yoshi and get his attention, although he doesn't give up stuff. I saw one of the kids with the glove, with the headband, with the towel. They were asking Yoshi for that stuff. He's a younger guy. He needs to hang on to that stuff for now. Once he gets a few more years in the league, then he'll start giving away some of that extraneous stuff that he can give to the fans.
So when we saw you at the top of the hour, there were a couple of kids that were waiting on some kind of proof of life. They wanted an autograph. They wanted something. They had Joe Burrow in mind. They wanted Jamar Chase. Did they get lucky at all?
They did not get those guys. They got autographs, but Joe, when he left, Joe left on a golf cart. So he went on a golf cart, went on the street, and kind of waved at the crowd right there. I'll tell you another person, Trisha, because he's out here right now still. Trenton Irwin shuts this thing down every single year. He's like the guy at the bar that, you know what, 2 o'clock in the morning, turn the lights off when you leave. He's the guy who is out here signing autographs, taking pictures more than anybody else every single year, and he's a guy who's been in Cincinnati now for a few years. So Trenton Irwin, another guy that if you come down here, you're going to get Trenton Irwin's autograph if you have the patience.
See, I love that. I mean, those kids want that. I mean, that actually, you're making lifelong fans right there for adults and for the kids. So if they stick around like that, I think that's great. Did you give out any autographs either?
I did not get any autographs because the only autographs I would want are guys who played for the Bengals like in the 80s and 90s. Give out. Okay, no one's asked me this year. Now, I have a standard line I go to, Tricia, when kids ask me for autographs, and that happens very, very infrequently. I say, give me like a piece of paper to sign. I'm not going to sign your football because I'm not going to put my name right next to Joe Burrow and ruin your football. So, hasn't happened yet, but I try to avoid it.
You're the best. All right, man.